My name is Scott Hill. I'm a photographer from Seattle. I often spend my time locally looking for wildlife, from the coast to the Pacific Northwest forest and into the mountains, as well as some traveling to see the other amazing wildlife that are not close to home. So why wildlife? Why nature? Well, let me show you. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Alright, I'm calling it the end of my vlog here in Yellowstone and my visit to Grand Teton National Park. I hope you I hope you like this video, this vlog. It's my first time here. I feel like I did pretty good so far. I definitely have to come back. And that is exactly what I did. In 2025, I went to Yellowstone and Grand Teton National Park for the first time, and this has been something I've been wanting to do because I was seeing so many other wildlife photographers go there, and I have to admit, I've been pretty jealous of their photos. So I had to go, and plus, I've heard many from podcasts to Instagram stories and even captions and photos, how amazing this place is. So yeah, I had to go. It was a long drive. It was 13 and a half hours, but totally worth it. On my first trip, I decided to camp, which was pretty fun. I was a little nervous about the bears. Of course, there's a volcanic activity happening in Yellowstone National Park that I got to see. I did avoid the touristy spots because of how many people were there. That group, large groups, not really my thing. So I only pulled over at the smaller stuff when I could. There were the fantastic views I got to see throughout the drive in Yellowstone and Grand Teton National Park. And speaking of views, in Grand Teton National Park, seeing the Tetons was just incredible. I love the shape of the mountains and the snow. That's a bonus. That looks even better. I had to pull over multiple times and even just take a look at them. And I was also hoping for wildlife to be right there and get those Tetons in the background, but didn't have luck with that. And lastly, yes, the wildlife, which were a lot harder to see, except for the bison. They were everywhere. But animals like the bears, I was expecting to see them more often. However, I had some awesome opportunities with the bison, giving me great photos and video. I even spent some time with the red dogs. Those, I believe, that's what the calves are called. Even got to experience the bison walking right next to me while I was sitting in the car. They usually cause traffic jams, which is pretty common. I thought I would at first it was annoying, but then it ended up being pretty cool once they start walking right next to your car. For my second trip to Yellowstone and Grand Teton National Park, I invited my friend Anthony to come with me and decided to bring my Nikon Z 1.4 teleconverter and put that to the test. So enough talking and let's get to this vlog. It was time to leave Seattle. Anthony and I decided to carpool. First stop was meeting at Anthony's place, then off to Yellowstone National Park. On the first morning, we stopped at the Oxbow Bend turnout in Grand Teton National Park for some landscape photography. Afterwards, we decided to go look for some moose. And we did. We found one female moose bedded down. Unfortunately, it was not great for photos. Next, we hopped on the main highway in Grand Teton National Park and saw horses out on the field. Of course, seeing the beautiful landscape, I had to go photograph the horses and include the landscape in the background. The moment I was hoping for. A bear. It was difficult to get video of this one due to it being in all the bushes. The harsh light in the shade was also a challenge. This was the best photo I could get. Not very sharp, but hey, my first bear photo and I gotta start somewhere. We were told that grizzly bear 1063 was at a location, so we decided to go check it out. Unexpectedly, we came across a coyote, and it was so fun watch it hunt. As we were leaving the area, we saw something going on. A lot of vehicles were pulled over. A grizzly bear. Could this be 1063? Too far away to tell. Moose was on our mind, so we decided to head back to the area where we saw the female moose. The next day, we spent most of our time driving around in Yellowstone National Park. We did see a black bear, couldn't get any good photos or video. Then we found a cooperative red squirrel. We decided to go to a field at dusk, hoping to see an owl hunt. As the sun was setting, we saw a mammal heading towards us. A bull elk. The next morning, we headed back to where we possibly saw a 1063 the other day. We pulled over and saw this beautiful red-tailed hawk. After no luck seeing a grizzly, we headed back to Yellowstone National Park and spent some time with the bison in Hayden Valley. I was not a fan of how these photos turned out, so I ended up doing a low-key edit. The next day, it was time to head home. First, we wanted to visit the Old Faithful gift shop in the lodge and see what they have. I love the magnets, so I bought two. Outside was the Old Faithful geyser, and we watched the geyser do its magic. Oh, nice. Leaving the park doesn't mean wildlife photography is over. On our way out, we saw multiple bison along the river. With the sun being behind them, this gave us the opportunity for some excellent backlit photos and video, including capturing their breath in the cold temps. I believe I may have captured my best bison photos yet. Further down the road, along another river, we saw several elk and we rushed our way over to them, hoping to get some excellent photos of elk in the water. And that is what happened during my second trip to Yellowstone and Grand Teton National Park. If you liked this video, hit that like button. I would really appreciate it. subscribing. I would also appreciate it. Go check out Anthony's photography. I'll put his information down in the description. Other than that, I'll see you in the next video. See ya.